do. I do.
Yeah, so that gives you some
They're
idea
small.
of how, very tiny.
They're tiny.
So it gives you an idea how far away that really is.
Wow.
Yeah, so exit is still massive, but definitely less massive.
How did they get there?
There's an access trail, so they went partway up one of the other trails in the park, and then basically down access trail is our climbing access trail. Yeah, so they're probably climbing in the crevasses. So
I almost got to the one in Banff in Canada. I went to Lake Louise and then Lake Agnes, and if you go higher, you're in the glacier.
Whoa.
Yeah, my granddaughter went and walked on it, but
yeah,
so I've never done that. That's pretty cool.
it's
Do you
pretty
see where
awesome.
they are?
No.
Okay, so it's like straight where I'm pointing, and it's
Yep,
about
to the right.
almost
Yeah.
down to the bottom of that glacier, or to the right. They look like two little black pebbles.
Oh,
I can try to point them out to you.
sure.
Do you see right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, those are people, which is really wild. And you'll also notice we see some cracks in the glacier, and inside of those cracks there's a much deeper blue color.
Yes.
That's because the ice is denser, in the crevasses where there's multi-year ice, there's less air bubbles, it's denser, so it's bluer. Whereas the surface of the glacier has first year snow and ice, which is called firn, and that first year snow has lots of air bubbles in it. It's sort of like if you have a beer and it has foam on top, and that foam is all white and the beer is an amber color. You know that the foam is actually the same color as the liquid. It just has more air in it.
Yeah.
So light
it looks
doesn't.
white.
Yeah, so it looks white. So there's denser. And those crevasses really form because of the flow of the glacier. So as the glacier is moving over really uneven terrain, really uneven bedrock, it's exerting a lot of pressure on the ice itself, and it cracks at the surface. And there's also a lot of lateral drag from the valley walls. So as I mentioned, there's not even flow. The center of the glacier is a lot faster than the sides of the glacier. So we're getting a lot of lateral drag there that is also causing cracks to emerge. Got lots of interesting features. So got crevasses, and there's also moulins that will form, which are basically deep pits that form from waterfalls flowing and collecting, and then that water spins and spins and spins until you form a giant hole. And then right down there, if y'all can see that little bit of ice, that was once the toe of the glacier, but it's since disconnected, and there's about 400 feet between that and the actual toe of the glacier now. So it's just a disconnected chunk waiting to fall and melt. But we're gonna hang out here.
Was it covering all the mountains too? Because they said if they're smooth.
Nothing is moving in the arm itself.
They're like an elephant. We're actually
And if I move crazy, the thing will move too crazy. And then I can also zoom in from here. Oh, I see them. Look at the right there. Wow. Like little ants up there. That tells you how big that thing is. The glacier is.
You can see people up there. You can see people up there.
On where?
Through.